It's Super Bowl MVP award winners on today's episode of Baseball King Collectibles. Hi everybody, what's going on? It's football? What am I doing? Football jacket, football hat. Well, I haven't worn this in over 2 years now. You gotta understand why, okay? There's no reason to wear it. I can't go out in the street with this. I can, but there's just no reason. So, who's gonna make fun of me? Go ahead, make fun of me all you want, because when I wear my Yankee stuff, you guys just drill me on that in the comments. Some guys will like, wow, you cursing me and this and that. Guys, relax. It's a video. I'm a human being. I'm not trying to get nobody mad out there when I wear a Yankee jacket or a Giants jacket. Don't get mad. It's a video, guys. Calm down. Relax. Anyway, what am I doing? It's football wrap-up, NFL style, with MVP Super Bowl winners and some other quarterbacks, non-winners and all that. But we're going to focus on the Super Bowl heroes of the past and autograph style, of course, because there's no other way. And these are all courtesy of the Baseball Prince. So thank you to Baseball Prince for this upcoming heroes of the NFL and the stars of the NFL. And we're going to start off with, wrote little notes on each one. Super Bowl losing quarterbacks. Okay, the losing guys. All right, I have a couple of losers always. We'll start off with, it's Donovan McNabb of the Eagles. Whoop, the glare on these. There you go. That's a losing quarterback if I ever saw one. Well, sometimes you know, getting to the game is not easy, and winning it's, of course not easy, but some guys never get back there. Jake Delhomme, right? Jake Delhomme, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, he came in, I think somebody got hurt. I forgot who it was that got hurt. He came in, back up. He had his glory of fame, but didn't win. Another guy, and he's still around. He's broadcasting on the radio all the time now. It's Boomer Esiason. Try to avoid the glare here if I can. Okay. Oh, next up, it's... Ooh, this is a big... It's so hard to read the names on these guys, I'm telling you. But it's a huge name, and it's numbered out of 10. Wow. What a patch. Jim Kelly. Wow, check that out. Look at that, with patch and all. Beautiful. Of course, Jim Kelly... 4-time loser. I mean, come on. But, you can't get there 4 times if you're not a good quarterback. So, you got to give all these guys credit. This guy's one of my favorites growing up. He was my quarterback as a kid, Fran the Scrambler Tarkenton. Great quarterback. Of course, he got to the big game, too. Didn't win it with the Vikings, with Bud Grant, the coach. They lost. Oh, how many times they lost? A couple of times, too. 3 or 4 times. Wow. It's hard to win, guys. You get there, it's hard to win. And this was the big surprise MVP, Super Bowl hero. He got there, but he didn't win. Oh, I said Super Bowl MVP. He wasn't the hero. He was the loser of the MVP. Joe Namath was the winner that year, and that's Earl Morrow. And he took over for Johnny Unitas, who got hurt that year. The great Johnny Unitas. Okay, and next up, it's last, and he made it to 1 Super Bowl. This guy, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, 1 Super Bowl. And like I said, I'm not a football expert, guys, so I might be misstating on a couple things. Don't kill me. That's Dan Marino. I'll try to get closer without the glare. There's always glare. But you can see that there. And it's submit number 10. Game jersey used. All right. Game jersey used, which is important too. All right. Those are quarterbacks who didn't win. All right, unfortunately. But they got there. Very hard to get there. All right. Some never get back. Like, look at Dan Marino. So many years. These are Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, but they weren't the MVPs. Okay. Non-MVP winners, and we're going to start out with a recent guy, very recent. It's Matthew Stafford. He hasn't won. What did he win? No, he didn't win. This is the non-winners. Okay. Doug Williams up next. He was the first black quarterback in NFL history to start a Super Bowl, and that was a big deal back then, guys. I'm not being racist. Some guys think I have racist comments. It's not racist, guys. This is fact. It's fact. It's a fact. He was the first African-American quarterback in NFL history to start a Super Bowl. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing racial. Calm down out there. Woo! Brad Johnson. That's a good one, too. All right, he made it, but Super Bowl winning quarterbacks didn't win the MVP, though. And it's good. This guy had a great career. Fortunately, we all know him from that broken leg. I mean, we all see the image, but Joe Theismann was a great quarterback, had a great career. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. Of course, like I said, I'm not a football expert. We are Baseball King Collectibles. That is my expertise area, but I do football. I watch football. I've been watching it since I'm a kid, but not, the statistics and all that. It's not in here like the baseball numbers are. Numbers in baseball, you just know, 714, 755, you just know 21, 30. Just numbers stick out. 61. It's just different. Football, what numbers stick out? Tell me. What really sticks out when you're about certain people? Nothing. It's not a statistical based game as the baseball is. So this is a legend of the legends. Really, this guy when I grew up, he was just legendary, and the greatest name too. Maybe the greatest name in football history. It's Johnny Unitas. I mean, great, right? I mean, Johnny Unitas, one of the great quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. If you don't know what he did, wow, you're missing out. You got to look him up and read all about Johnny U. All right, now I got a stack of, these are all MVP winners. All right, let's get to the MVP winners of the Super Bowls. We start out with Randy White, and I think he was a he wrote it down here. Yeah, he was the co-MVP. He was one of the only co-MVPs ever. I think it was the defense. I forgot who the other MVP was. I should have did my homework and did it, but you'll figure that out and let me know in the comments, right? All right, next it's that's O.J. Anderson, right? Is that Otis Anderson? Otis Anderson. Yeah, Otis. With the Giants, he was the MVP that year. Beautiful card on the Sports Illustrated cover. Love those cards, the Sports Illustrated covers. That is the Baseball Prince's favorites. Marcus Allen, another great Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP winner. These are all Super Bowl MVP winners. Oh, next up, it's from my Giants. Hey, we're representing the Giants. Again, 2 Giant winners. This one's Phil Simms, of course, with the patch, auto. I got a couple other autographs of Phil Simms, although of course, a lot of these guys, but just wanted to show you the cards. It was just a lot easier to show you this. Here's a recent one, of course, another one of my Giant guys. It's Eli Manning, who should be in the Hall of Fame. He's the 2 Super Bowl wins. Not only that, look at his numbers. He's in the top 5, top 10 of everything across the board. Longevity, yeah, he didn't get hurt. I mean, come on, give him credit for that. How did he stay injury-free his whole career as a quarterback? I mean, amazing. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame. He should be the first ballot, really. Just look at the numbers. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. There's another great. He was a great Heisman Trophy winner. Career was, not started off shaky, and then he went on to be a Super Bowl MVP winner. It's none other than the great Jim Plunkett. All right, he's an early Super Bowl MVP winner. Very early on. It's none other than Lenny Dawson. And he went up to the booth for many years. He did shows on NBC, and he had his own NFL recap show and all that. The great Len Dawson. Next up, we have from Skyback's Autographics. It is, I'm not sure who it is. Who is it? All right, there we go. Oh, should know. See, like I said, I'm not a football. This is not my expertise, guys. So, play along with me. Try to guess who it is. You guess it? It's Kurt Warner, of course, because we can see the name there on the side. They put the name so small. They put Autographics real big, right? Shouldn't the name be big and Autographics small? What's wrong with these companies? They're doing it for years. Makes it difficult to read sometimes, Especially I'm looking at it through the camera. It makes it doubly hard to read. So here's another one. Beautiful. It's Troy Aikman, of course. Super Bowl MVP winner. Back with the Cowboys. Won back-to-back MVPs. I do have Emmitt Smith. Just didn't find him. I was looking for him. I know a guy. I showed him in a previous video. So if you watch a previous video, you'll see an Emmitt Smith 8x10. I actually was on a Tough Stuff magazine cover. That's where I got him on, believe it or not. That's all I had. You get what you have sometimes. And next up is another one. It's another one we got. I also met in person too. Steve Young, who I have a nice 8x10 of also. But I'm just showing the cards today. Steve Young, beautiful signature, 4-quad patch. That's a beauty card. I mean, we're getting better and better as the cards go along here. I'm going to say, this is my favorite. I'm going to save for last because that's my favorite. And next up, this is a legendary guy. He's still playing, though, but he's legendary. He's a top 5 NFL quarterback history, I think, right? It's another quad patch. That's Aaron Rodgers. And I guess you can see that, whatever it says. 8 auto 10, right? Auto. How do you give an auto a 10? How do you rate the auto? It's the guy's auto. That's his auto. It's a 10. There's no 8, 9, 10 on autos. Come on, guys. You can't do that. I don't like that. It's either the auto is real or it's not real. You can't grade an auto. It's crazy. What makes you an expert too? I'm an expert. I have over 10,000 in-person autographs, guys. Remember, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, like, subscribe, do all that, please. It really would help the channel a lot. And I have over 10,000 in-person autographs. These are all, of course, cards purchased. But in-person autographs, you've seen most of my videos. I do celebrities as well. So guys, don't forget, I like celebrity autographs too. I know you don't like them as much. You're not watching as much when I make those videos, but I'm going to continue, and you're going to like them one day. All right, let's get back to who we got here. They got a small one, but it's, wow, it's a legend, another legend. It's numbered 353 out of 400. It's the great RODGERS Staubach. Now, who numbered these? Did they number them? The tops or whoever card it was, did they number them ahead of time? And the player number each one? Oh, I never asked that question. I never seen that question answered. So, but RODGERS Staubach, what a career, right? He went straight from the Naval Academy. He went a couple years into the Navy, and then he came into the NFL. So he didn't start right away. Give him a little time. He made it. Names are getting big, guys, right? Big names. Here's another huge name. Denver Broncos, John Elway. What a beautiful patch. Look at that patch. Wow. I'll try to go closer, but I don't want the glare. So it's pretty awesome, that one. Oh, here's another beauty. And a guy I met several times. Just great. He's a great man. Great in person to meet. If you haven't seen him in person, he will be so nice. You'll never get a bad day out of this guy. And it's, again, number 232 out of 400. And he's still around. He's still out there every week. It's Terry Bradshaw. My daughter, when she was young, she just called him Terry. She just knew him as Terry, because he went down to David Letterman's show to get autographs of Jason Priestley of 90210. And Terry was one of the guests that night, too. So I got him there, too, that night. And my daughter refers to him as Terry. That's how she knew him as. All right, well, we're getting bigger and bigger. All right, here's a couple big ones. It's Joe Montana. Can I get bigger than that? Come on. Does it get bigger than that? Super Bowl hero. I mean, one of the greats of the greats of the greats of the NFL. I mean, when you start with the NFL, that Mount Rushmore, is he there? I don't know. I would put him there. I hate them. I hate them too. I mean, come on. I'm not a 49er fan. And this one, this was my favorite player of all time in the NFL. All time. My favorite player ever. Ever. And he wasn't on the Giants. He was not a Giant. It doesn't break my heart either, because it's Joe Namath. And I'll tell you why. Joe Namath is my favorite of all time. Reason, because when the Jets started, of course, they were in the AFL, and the Giants were in the NFL. Two separate leagues. So I could root for the Giants, and I could root for the Jets. I'm in New York. Why not? They don't play each other. They're in two different leagues. The leagues don't even play each other. So, of course, I rooted for the Jets, and I rooted for Joe Namath. And 69 came, and the season in the NFL, the Super Bowl, and his prediction, it was great. It was just amazing. And I watched it in color TV in my uncle's house on a little 19-inch TV that day. I remember we all came into my uncle's house. He had color TV, so that was a big deal back then. And just watching Namath perform as a kid was amazing. He was really great. People say, stats. No. There was more to it. There was more to him than just the stats. Leadership and just all around and just the aura. He was Broadway Joe. He was just an icon. So once the merge did come, then I just stopped rooting for the Jets. I still rooted for Namath to do well, but I didn't root for the Jets. The Jets played the Giants. I rooted for the Giants. And then once Namath was gone, there was no more Jet rooting. I never even rooted for the Jets, really. I rooted for Namath, but it is what it was. And it was my history. And, hey, I brought you along into it and, a little insight to how I grew up and all that. So I hope you enjoyed our MVP episode and Super Bowl MVP winners and non-MVP winners and heroes and all that. I tried my best. This is the NFL, not my expertise, but I do my best every time I try on Baseball King Collectibles. So you're going to subscribe, you're going to come back, and you're going to like. Because I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not doing this for me. I got all this stuff. I know it's already here. So enjoy, relax, chill, and watch a Baseball King Collectibles marathon. And we'll see you soon. Subscribe.